am your nosy neighbor. Okay? You know that person that they always make the jokes about online, who always peeking through the blinds? That would be me. So much so that my cousin sent exactly that. A meme this morning about your neighbor being nosy. Matter of fact, let me just insert it right here. And two things. First thing was, I had just literally finished peeking through the blinds. Those blinds, when she sent it to me. So I felt like she was watching me. And the second thing is, I wish the dog had a camera, because real talk, it sounded like something was going on and I wanted to see what was going on. Okay, I'm peeking through the blinds, per usual. Listen, they're dusty. So if you aren't going to come offer to clean them, judge your neighbor. So I'm out here doing my, morning assessment of what's going down in these streets. When I see my neighbors outside, and I'm like, they're behind the cars, right? So I see one of them run out, putting on a shirt, the other one's staring down at the ground like something's happening, but I can't see because it's behind the car, which is super inconvenient, because why else would I be looking out the window if I didn't want to see? Anyway, the first one who ran out runs toward the other neighbor with like a cloth and like throws it over whatever's on the ground. Did a dead rabbit, a dead cat, a dead dog? Did they start a fire? And then the other neighbor proceeds to drop to the ground, and I can just see the top of his head and his back, and I don't know what happened. So I keep peeking. Like, what would you have done? That they were outside murdering somebody or like hiding a body or something. So anyway, I do not have an end to this story, because eventually the other neighbor went inside of the house, and the first neighbor, who was on his hands and knees in the dirt in his front yard with something covered up, picked up the cover cloth thing and walked inside smiling and giggling. So I don't know what I just witnessed, but I hope that it was legal. I live on a lake, a runoff pond per se. Okay, I don't have lake money, but I have adjacent to the lake money, okay, which is middle class, regular suburban money. Please don't rob me. So we have a runoff pond right behind our house, and one year there were some kids that were playing on the ice in the back of my yard. It had frozen over partially, never fully frozen, because the fountain is still on, and they decided this makes sense to play. And I'm like, where are their parents? If I can find the clip from Instagram stories from a year or two ago, I will insert it right here.
Then when he fall through and he end up on the news, I gotta be the one talking to. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not going outside. It is 0 degrees outside. Where are your parents?
Oh my God, they're gonna fall through the ice, and I'm gonna have to call the ambulance, and I'm gonna have to run out there and save their stupid butts. Where are their parents? They didn't fall through the ice, at least not that I know of. But shortly thereafter, I found out that there's an entire movie about a child that fell through the ice. A comparable pond right around the corner from me, for runoff for the same lake. He was doing the same thing, playing on the ice that was half frozen, and literally a subdivision or two over, fell through the ice, had a miracle, almost died, came back to life, resurrected, whatever happened. And now there's a national movie called Breakthrough about that kid. So me being the nosy neighbor was not a bad thing. I could have been saving lives. I'm going to be that old woman sitting out in front of my house, catching all the news. Do you hear me? Catching and carrying. Well, I'm not going to carry it that much, but I'm going to catch it because I'm nosy. And I want to know what